Well, the counting day is finally here, and today, in a few hours from now, we will get to know who the people of Jharkhand and Maharashtra voted for. Additionally, there are also 42 bypolls that were held across the country. Let's, of course, talk about Maharashtra first. A 288-member assembly that witnessed a spirited campaign from both sides. It was the Maha Vikas Aghadi on one side, which had the momentum during the Lok Sabha elections of 2024, and the Mahayuti, the ruling coalition, on the other side. Not just slogans such as "Ek hai to safe hai," but even Bitcoin and cash for votes controversies came into this particularly important state, because this is where the financial capital of the country is, critical for its economy. Also a state that has seen several political defections and realignment, which make this poll centered around that one big question: will there finally be political stability in the state of Maharashtra?
That's right. And in Jharkhand, the battle was witnessed between the ruling JMM-led India bloc, which is also looking forward to retaining power, and the BJP-led opposition, which is anticipating replacing the Soren government. Now, Hemant Soren, the chief minister, remember, was jailed and then released in an alleged land mining case. And a lot about the campaign was about BJP's aggressive pitch, blaming the infiltrators from Bangladesh for reduction in tribal numbers, and Soren pushing his flagship welfare program. Important numbers coming there, and the voting percentage in Maharashtra, remember, was recorded at 65%, the highest since the mid-90s, whereas in Jharkhand, it recorded a turnout of nearly 68% in the second and the final phase of elections there. Vasudha?
Well, let's go across to a team of reporters who are joining us from various parts of the country. We have Sam Daniel joining us from Chennai, but he's been tracking the Wayanad Bypoll very crucially. Anuj Raite, my colleague, is in the constituency of Mahim, which in some ways essentially reflects the Marathi constituency in the city of Mumbai. He is in Mahim, which is where Raj Thakra's son Amit Thakre is contesting from, and of course, which is where Sena Bhavan is. We also have Prabhakar, who has been tracking the Jharkhand polls very closely, and also the bypolls that were held in Bihar. To you, Anuj, first, tell us what is the mood like in Mahim, because this is the epicenter of the Sena. This is where the Sena was founded. But of course, Mumbai is all about Sena versus Sena. What is the mood like? And also tell us what really happened yesterday. Multiple meetings. Eknath Shinde met all his leaders. Today he's going to be in Varsha. I hear that Devendra Fadnavis could be in his bungalow Sagar. Where are the leaders going to be today? What is cooking in their minds? The observers of Congress are already, working towards ensuring that the post-poll action is in their favor. We are told that there are hotels that have been booked. There are helicopters that are on the standby. What are the preparations like?
I am here in Mahim, and talking about that first, this indeed is going to reflect the mood of not just Mumbai city, but in a way the mood of Maharashtra state as well. We see that Mahim has traditionally been a stronghold of Shiv Sena, right? But after the split, this is the first time that both the Senas will be locking horns against each other for the first time. But more flavor and more spice has been added to this entire, what would have otherwise been a bipolar fight, with the addition of Amit Thakre. Now, with Amit Thakre coming into the fray, it doesn't just make this a normal triangular fight, but it also introduces a Thakre brand to the fight. And Mahim is not just all about Shiv Sena, but if you look at it very closely, Mahim constituency, which has one of the most densely populated Marathi places here in Mumbai, is also a lot about the Marathi Manus. And this party, which has been representing the voice, or has been claiming to represent the voice for the longest period of time, has been Shiv Sena, until it got its tough competition in the year 2006 from another member of the Thakre family, and that is Raj Thakre. He will be contesting his son, from this constituency, and that has made things more interesting. Last time around, when MNS's candidate Sandeep Deshpande lost from here, he got close to 42,000 votes, and that is considered to be the traditional vote share of the MNS party. Will there be an increase with the support given by the Bharatiya Janata Party to MNS? Will there be an increase because of the Thakre brand here for MNS? Is something that we'll have to wait and watch out for. Now, Mumbai as a whole is going to be very interesting, because we saw during the Lok Sabha elections that Uddhav Thackeray faction coalition of Shiv Sena had a slight edge, but then Lok Sabha elections are very different from state assembly elections. There were several criticisms of the Marathi vote share leaving the UBT Shiv Sena and going towards Shinde Sena, throughout the period of the last 2 years, and that will be tested today. When you talk about the rest of the Maharashtra, all the different administrative zones will reflect different moods of the state, and different parties are trying to capitalize on the same. Be it Northern Maharashtra, where the onion issue was at an all-time high last time year, seems to be going quite, doing quite well when it comes to supporting the government. But then there are two crucial parts of this entire state, that is Marathwada and Vidarbha, where everyone will be looking at, and these are the places which might as well end up determining the actual results for both or for either of the alliances. Now, yesterday we saw that after the exit polls came out, the opposition, of course, went on to defy the exit polls, whereas those in the power put a lot of faith into it. But we've seen that preparations have been started by both of them. They've made preparations to make sure that all the MLAs who show that they'll be winning by the afternoon time will be traveling here to Mumbai. We saw Sanjay Rao talking about how they are trying to make preparations for hotels, especially for those MLAs who would not have place to stay here in Mumbai. We also had several news pieces coming out which stated that several Mahayuti leaders are in direct contact with independent MLAs and are trying to make sure that they hit the 145 mark with the help of them, if in case they fall short of it as a Mahayuti, as a Mahayuti alliance. So a lot of activities expected to happen in the next few hours, but on 8 o'clock, the counting will start first. The postal ballot votes will be counted, and then we'll go to EVM, and by 10:30 we can expect the picture to become slightly clear, and all of these activities to take an upward turn as soon as it turns 12 noon.
Anuj there reporting from Mahim in Mumbai. Of course, a lot of activities there. Let's go across to Prabhakar now, who's joining us from Ranchi. Prabhakar, just like Maharashtra, I'm sure there have been late evening meetings in Ranchi as well. Tell us about the mood in both the camps early this morning. It's, of course, counting is still to begin. But nonetheless, what's the sense that you're getting from the ground in terms of the confidence level in both sides?
And as it always happens, both the camps are very upbeat, and they are hoping that today will be their day. So they have already ordered. Both the camps, interestingly, have ordered laddus and crackers. So we'll certainly be, one of them will be disappointed, we know for sure. So this is where the counting happens. This is where the action is happening. This is the counting center at Ranchi, and as we speak, the process of the counting has started, and it will just begin at 8 a.m. is the time when the counting begins here. This is where the action will happen. As far as the political leaders are concerned, we saw yesterday, and many of them had a word with us. They are very confident. NDA believes that this time they will be able to hit the bullseye because of the narrative they have floated on the ground, whether it was a Bangladeshi illegal immigrants or whether the scheme for the women voters, especially because we have seen the way women, especially this time, have voted. They have outnumbered men, and BJP believes that it is because of the promise they have made to the women regarding 2,100 rupees monthly stipend to them. That is why they are coming out. Whereas the JMM believes that it is because of the money under the Maya Saman Yojana which is being given to them. The women are voting for them. So the crucial would be the tribal and the women vote. They are the deciding factors here. So it will be interesting to watch actually which way they have voted this time.
Let me remind my viewers that the counting for both Jharkhand, Maharashtra and also the bypolls will begin soon, with postal ballots that are reserved for specific groups, including those with disabilities, security personnel and certain government employees involved in essential services. Following this, Tanima, is when the EVMs will be tallied. By midday is when early trends will start emerging, but a clear picture of the outcome could be available by late afternoon is what we understand. We've seen how early trends are often misleading, and that is something that we here will be extremely careful about. Also, Ratnadeep joins us from Assam. Ratnadeep, 5 critical bypolls that took place in the state of Assam. Hemant Sharma was also the BJP in charge for the state of Jharkhand, but he did find time to go and campaign for the Assam Gana Parishad candidates. And also, this is a prestige battle for Gaurav Gogoi, who's been emerging as a pan-state leader. Tell us what is all at stake here.
Absolutely. these 5 seats by elections in Assam is also seen as a kind of a semi-final before the 2026 Assam Assembly elections. Remember, these elections have been associated after the MLAs who had won from these seats have gone on to win Lok Sabha elections. And among these 5 seats, remember, in the last Assembly elections, 4 seats have been with the BJP and allies, and only 1 seat is with the Congress. And that is the seat where there has been a very tough battle. The seat of Samaguri, a Congress stronghold from where Congress heavyweight Rakibul Hussain, who won the Dhubri Lok Sabha seat with one of the highest margins in the country, Congress stronghold, he had won that seat and retained it since 2001. And this time his son, 26-year-old Tanzil Hussain, is the Congress candidate from there, from Samaguri, and taking on him is Diplu Ranjan Sharma, a young BJP leader, party's general secretary of the state unit. And in the run-up to the elections, and even on the day of polling, there have been skirmishes, there have been violence in Samaguri. In fact, when we were reporting from Samaguri on the day of the polling, while we were reporting, there was a skirmish which we caught live on camera. So therefore, massive security arrangement has been made in the counting center there in Nagaon district for Samaguri seat. Apart from that, you have the Bihali seat where there is a strong fight between Congress and the BJP, with the Congress candidate being a BJP turncoat, and also the Bongaigaon seat, which is a prestige seat for the AGP. They have won it for the last 3 decades. And not to forget that there is a contest in southern Assam in Dhalai seat for another prestige seat for the BJP, and the Sidli seat in Bodoland region, which is with BJP's ally, the UPPL. But having said that, this is also seen as a battle between the BJP. And remember, in this elections campaign, although Chief Minister Hemant Biswa Sharma had campaigned, but largely BJP's campaign depended on its second rank leaders. Both Hemant Biswa Sharma and Union Minister Sarvanand Sonowal were not that active in the campaign, and so therefore it is the test for BJP's second rank leader versus Gaurav Gogoi, who now is emerging as Congress's face in Assam. He has campaigned across the state. So many would say that the decisions would decide whether Gaurav Gogoi is emerging as the Congress's new face in Assam, and whether BJP and its allies are able to retain its bastion in Assam, and whether they are able to win the Samaguri seat, which has a Muslim majority as well. And not to forget, remember, there is one seat which also went for bypolls in Meghalaya, the Gambagre seat, where Chief Minister Conrad Sangma's wife, Mehtab Chandi Sangma, made her electoral debut. And for the Sangma family, for their party NPP, it is a crucial election, given the fact that Gambagre again is a Congress bastion. There is a multi-corner fight there. You have Trinamool Congress's Sadia Rani Sangma, who is also a wife of a former minister. But remember, in the last Meghalaya election, Conrad Sangma's elder brother James Sangma had faced a defeat. In the Lok Sabha election, the Sangma family could not retain their traditional Tura seat, and Agatha Sangma, Conrad Sangma's sister and former minister, got defeated. And therefore, it is a big test for his wife, who is making an electoral debut.
Very interesting contest there in the Northeast. Ratnadeep, stay with us. Let's also go across to Sam now. And he's, of course, tracking the Wayanad by-polls, which saw the electoral debut of Congress's Priyanka Gandhi. Now, while most expect that Priyanka Gandhi will win this one, the seat was vacated after her brother, Congress MP Rahul Gandhi, gave up the seat, opting for Rai Bareli. The voter turnout was notably lower than compared to what we saw in the Lok Sabha polls, with only around 64.72% voters participating. So, Sam, this is a seat, of course, which has been vacated by her brother. Wayanad is also known as a Congress bastion. So, is this going to be an easy win for Priyanka Gandhi?
That's the expectation. That's what the Congress also counts on. And Priyanka Gandhi aims to make a big win. In fact, trying to take the margin well above what Rahul Gandhi had won with. Last time he had won with around 3.6, but the Congress now hopes to go beyond 4 lakh votes. That's the expectation. Politically, it's significant because it's a political debut for Priyanka Gandhi. If she wins, the Congress would have a larger, a very high-profile face from the party in the south. Secondly, it will also be having a woman face, a stronger woman face from the party to represent in the parliament. That's the larger game plan. And Priyanka has been counting on the legacy of Rahul Gandhi and also building her own profile to emerge as a stronger woman leader in Wayanad. Whoever wins, technically it's an election, ultimately anything could happen. Whoever wins, it could mean politically a significant win for all these, be it the BJP or the left. It could be a big win for them. But having won the seat 2 times earlier, traditionally being a bastion for the Congress is supremely confident that Priyanka Gandhi will be able to really win with a huge margin and sending a clear, strong political message, both for South as well as on the floor of the House of the Parliament. Tanima.